My name's Randy White. I'm with SunHills Mining, was owned by Alberta, and I'm also a member of the Alberta Mine Safety Association, which is AMSA, which represents the mining industry in the province of Alberta. Been involved in AMSA for a lot of years, since 1985, I guess you could say, so very many years, over 30 years. The competition has changed dramatically over the years. At one time, the teams would come together. You'd be a number of teams from the province of Alberta, and they would get together, and there would be like it'd be a starting. The teams wouldn't all come out at once, so the teams would start one event, and then each team would come out later on. So a lot of teams were in lockout for a lot of years. What's really changed now is that the event starts. The teams go to every scenario at the beginning. And so it's really good for the spectators. It's a lot better for the competitors because the teams are involved right from the very morning and from the very first scenario, and it's spread out throughout the day. So it's a heck of a lot better now. One of the big changes I found in the competition is the competitors, their skills. Unbelievable now compared to where they were many years ago. I mean, and that's just because of the training, the education, the systems, the new technologies, stuff like that. It's really given us an opportunity, and the competitors an opportunity to get better at what they do. Some are, they're not all. Some are just regular operators when they start. They could be mechanics, welders, so they could be tradespeople that are interested in helping their fellow workers when they're at the mine site. And then what AMSA does and what the site does is they bring those people in, they train them to a certain level, but a lot of them actually go beyond that. They do get involved with their communities. They'll go into ice rescue, they'll go into 1081 NFPA, 1081 firefighting, industrial firefighting. So it depends on the company's needs. So this year, like every year, with the events really don't change a lot in regards to what the categories are. So they'll start, there's actually first aid, there's firefighting, there's smoke and search, there's rope recovery, which is technical rope rescue. There is what we call a field or a main event, which is about all the different skills. It could be extrication, there could be rope in there could be fire, there could be TDG, there could be a spill, environmental, it could be a number of things. So all of those are incorporated into the field event. Then we have our biggest, which is the fire event, which is a live fire. We also have that. There's also, the competitors are exposed to a written exam. And the written exam is when usually it's the day before the competition. All the competitors come in, they sit down all together, and they all write an exam at the same time. That's correct. So the competency with the written exam, and it's all marked, and the exam is different every year. It's not the same exam, and it's written by some of the different mines will write the exam, and so it's nice and fresh every year. I think the partnership is great because it gives also gives like the host company like SunHills this year. It gives them an opportunity of exposure as well as working together with AMSA. It works very well because AMSA has the expertise in the company with the competition. The host company has an opportunity to get involved as well as bring the volunteers, get the volunteers to get involved as well. So it works very well. And but this competition really does depend on the volunteers as well as the competitors, and it's a lot of work. So it does take a lot of commitment. I think we've had over 140 people involved in volunteers in regards to making this thing being successful or not. Yeah, it's been great, like especially Spruce Grove, the Alberta Tri-Leisure Centre has been excellent, very helpful to making this being a success. The city of Spruce Grove has been great, as well as the Spruce Grove Fire Department. And so it's been excellent in regards to working with the community and making sure that this is successful. I see in the future it being an opportunity for even other sponsors to come and get involved. We do have a number of sponsors that donate either its resources or make a cash donation to make this successful, to make sure that the mining industry is making sure that our workers are protected. First of all, number one is they actually have, before they become active mine rescuer, they have to be taken to certification. And what that certification is, it's about a week-long training in the different aspects, different type of competencies. And that would be rope, fire, first aid, vehicle extrication of any of sort type, high angle rescue. So lots of different competencies they have to take within that time frame. And it is basic, but it gives them the basics, and then it's an opportunity to learn as they move forward and become better rescuers as they take more training. So the way it works now is once the competition is finished for the 7 events, each event is scored accordingly, and there's a first, second, and third in each event. And then what happens is they tally up all the scores, and then we have an aggregate winner. That aggregate winner of overall the competition has an opportunity. They do get an invitation to go to the Northwestern Regional Mine Rescue Competition, which is held in Fernie, BC, and that's normally in September of each year. This year, we'll be having 2 teams will be getting invitations to go, because we didn't have our competition last year due to the unfortunate fires in Fort McMurray.